Cool. All right, so let me just go over the strategies then first. I think I have two main strategies that I use, right? Two main strategies: breakouts and trend continuations. So if I'm looking for the buys, I need a resistance, a support, and then a closure above the resistance, and that's the breakout. So it creates a range: resistance, support, closure above, and then an entry. Two types of entry, three types of entry. So the entry could be a break of the high, it could be a candle flip, or it could be a retest off the broken resistance. Now obviously for the sells, it's the opposite: a support first, then a resistance, then a closure below the support, and an entry would be a break of the low, a candle flip, or a retest of the broken support. So getting in when the wick pulls back, taps the broken support, and then getting there, anticipating the candle's gonna reflip and come back down. That's it. So that's the breakout. Then we have the trend continuation. So for a trend continuation, again, if we're looking for buyers, we need a bullish bias. That's mainly the reason for getting in, because obviously the trend is continuing. So you need a bullish bias, then you need a resistance. Now the confirmation is the support, but then you have different kinds of support. So either a retest of a previous support, or you have like a very strong support formed, so like a very strong bullish candle at the lows, and ideally it's creating a higher low as well, or you have a reversal candle, which could be like a pin bar or like an engulfing, or yeah, that's pretty much like the kind of thing we're looking for. For the sells, it's the opposite. You have the bearish bias, you have the support, and then a resistance formed. Have the resistance, there we go, and resistance could be a lower high, and then you have the reversal candle as well. And for this one, really, it's better to have a big range, because then your targets are going to be, for this one, the target's going to be back to the highs or back to the lows. And then maybe you get a breakout, and then you can take, the breakout strategy as well. All right, January 2025. I don't even want to see where price is. Let's start with, kind of want to start at the beginning. All right, so where are we? 30 minute. I don't want to move. Let's move every 15. We'll do every 2 candles. All right, so when I do backtesting, I only backtest the sessions that I know I'm going to be trading. I'm going to go to London session, of course. London and NY session. Those are the sessions, obviously, that I trade. So I start about, I'm going to go to the new 4-hour candle. So say 6 o'clock. I want to start on a Monday. Sorry, guys. What day is the Monday? The 6th. Okay, shit. All right, here we are. All right, so if we're approaching the market like here, what I would do now, this is exactly what I do every session, and I do it on stream when I get to the stream as well. So now we've got the date. We're gone to London session. Right, so I mark my resistance right here. Got the lower time frame resistance. You know, we've pushed up, we've created a high, then a bit of a lower high, and we're pushing down. We've broken through the range. We have the next support that I would use, because we've broken this low, is down here. So we've got a support here. We've broken below this support to the left. So I'm just going to go candle by candle now. Looks like we're starting a continuation pattern to continue down. So I either want to see gold come down, retest any of these supports here to the left, and then maybe push back up and just play this range, because I love trading through a clean range. Or I want a decent resistance, like a pullback, a decent resistance to then sell. Yeah. Okay, so what time is it? This is 7:30. So we've come down to this support here. In fact, I should put this one in. But we have two. Let me put both of them in. Right, this is literally how I backtest. Put in all the levels. All right, so we've retested this level. All right, so this candle's closed very strong bullish. Very strong bullish. And we've respected this previous low. So what I would do, and I'm anticipating a pullback. I don't know if price goes all the way back to the top of the range, but I like this idea of a clean range to the left. So I would look to take some buys here at the break of this candle's high. How big is the stop loss? 45 pips. That's decent. I'd actually put my stop loss below this, just below this support here. And I'm going to put my TP at the highs, back at the highs. Just play the range. So so this would be the trend continuation. Got a resistance, got a support, got a bullish bias, or at least a range bound bias. And let's see how this one plays out. Oh shit. Damn, did it too fast. But that one did play out. And then if I'm backtesting, I would go to, let's put this in. So the 6th of the 1st, 25. Gold. Kind of ranging, isn't it? I would say I wouldn't even put that in. The daily, where would the daily have flipped? Daily flips all the way up here. So the daily was currently bearish at the time. The setup was the support formed, 30-minute entry, break at a high, and how many pips was that? Oh, 150 pips. So profit was 150 pips. Exit reason, hit TP. And then I'll have a little link to the chart. Comments. Gold was ranging. Clean range to the left. Boom. So that's trade one. Looks like I could have probably caught a nice trade coming back down, you know. Look, this is a really nice range that gold is playing. Damn. Had the candles playing too fast. All right, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna journal this next trade as well, just even though I've missed it because I had the candles playing. But this would have been perfect, like another trend continuation for price to come back down. Because look, we've respected. So if we're going with the checklist, we've got a support, we formed a resistance, we've retested the resistance as well, we've created a strong resistance. Look, we've rejected this area up here, rejection wicks, we've closed with a strong resistance, break of the lows, broke the lows to the left, boom, all the way down. So I wouldn't even call this a trade that I've taken, but I would jot this down and say, you know, it was just playing a range. So same day, I need to put ranging in here for trend. Daily would be bearish, resistance formed, 30-minute. And how many pips down was that? Would have been another 165 pips down. So I'm not even going to put that in the, I'll put that here, but I won't put it in here, pips caught. So missed trade. So I'll just say that was a missed trade, but it would have been 165 pips potentially coming back down. Right, so now, because that would have been, I mean, we probably could take the buys back up, but I wouldn't be greedy. I wouldn't be greedy here. So I'm going to go to the next day. Where are we? Let me take my time this time. And I'm going to leave, well, it depends on how these candles behave, but I'm going to leave. Oh shit, sorry to swear. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. So where did the daily candle open? Do you know, I'm gonna put the daily in as well. Right here. Missed the sells back down. Facts. But I mean, look, we could even have taken the buyers back up here, because it's sort of coming, not towards the end of the session, but it looks like the big moves have happened throughout the day. In fact, what I can do is put in any news that potentially would have happened. All right, so this is London session. We've had a bit of a continuation pattern here. Well, that's already played out in the first 15 minutes of the candle. Let's go next. Oh, look how that's closed. All right, so as a trend, gold is, the daily's bullish. We're still ranging at the moment. And then looking for clean range, there's a clean range to, we have a little minor resistance here. I would go here. This is like the strongest resistance up here, so I'd mark this one off up here, I think. And then I'm going to do the highs of the structure as well, because this is the most recent, well, not most recent high, but is like, you know, the highest point from recently. But how big is this range here? Up here's 111 pips, and then 180 pips, which is a little bit ambitious. But you never know with golds, you never know. And the structure, we're bullish at the moment. The structure on the 30-minute, although we've respected this resistance. So either, let's draw some supports in too. So we've got a support here, support at the lows. Can't forget the supports. So range wise, we have a better range above for buys, and then if we were looking for sells, I would need price. That's only 47 pips. So 77. If I get a closure below this support, I'd be looking for the sells. If I get a closure above this resistance, I'll be looking for the buys. Like, simple as that. All right, let's see how gold decides to behave. Oh, look, respected this support, which is beautiful. Oh, look, continuation pattern up. But this range is a bit too tight for any trades. I don't want to play it and then miss anything. All right, let me let it run. Let's see. All right, so we're pushing up. Ooh, perfect. This is what I mean, man, with trading view. You got to click it candle by candle. All right, so now we have what looks like a continuation pattern here to me, which is beautiful if price closes like this. Where are we? At the end of the candle. All right, so what I'm gonna do, either way we got a closure above, so I mean this would have been a perfect entry here, but what I'll do now is I'll just take a buy at the break of this high. So checklist wise, what's the checklist? We've got a resistance, a support, a closure above, and an entry, break of the high. So if I move that to the left, should I use, I'm gonna use, how big is this? I'll use this candle here. Use this candle here. Fuck it. Not fuck it, but yeah, I'm gonna use that candle because I don't want it to break that low either. So if price gets to here, I'm thinking about at least maybe going break even. If price comes, fills this wick to the left, at least break even. I'm always thinking about risk management, but I mean, if I was trading this properly, I'd at least have closed partials here and then left the runner to run up to the top. So let's see how this one plays out. Oh, we've been tapped in, came back. Oh shoot, that's a big push. What was this news? Totally ignored it. ISM services PMIs. Wait, did that happen during news? No, this is before news, this push up anyway. All right, so that was a decent trade. So let's log that. Copy the link, 126 pips. And that was for the next day. So 7 first 25. Gold. Trend was bullish, daily bullish. And this was a closure above. 30-minute time frame, break of high. And that was 126 pips. 126 pips. Hit TP. Now, the way that candle pushed up, it was amazing. Had a continuation pattern. Partials at previous resistance. Because I was looking to take partials here, but this candle actually just blasted up all the way through. All right, so not bad. So that was another breakout. Closure above. Okay, let's look at, well, that was NY session. That's another thing I should add, really. What session they were. So that was London. Where am I going to add that? I'm just going to add it here real quick. London. NY. And this also was London. No, it was NY. Well, you can see that from the chart anyway. Okay, so let's go to the next day. Stop losses were way smaller. The good old days, man. The good old days. All right, where are we? We're getting there. So where was the daily? Oh. Let me pause. Close. Opened. Here we go. Daily flip. All right, so daily candle is weak, bearish at the moment. I'm going to leave these levels in. Actually, I'm going to remove this one because we've broken it and tapped that one there. We do have a gap here that needs to be filled. This news was at 3. Cool. So I'm going to have this resistance, I'm going to keep this support because it's a resistance turn support. So I'm going to leave that one where it's at. And yeah, I like the range above here, and I'm anticipating this gap fill here. So I'm just going to let that be. Yeah, let's see. When do we have news? Do we have news later? FOMC minutes. This is literally the same kind of price action. I mean, news that we're going to have next month. Oh, I thought it was going to get a closure above there. Guess not. Now, I wouldn't take sells from this resistance down to the bottom of the range because it's, again, we don't have a clean range. I'm always looking for clean ranges for price to push through. And this support here makes it too tight. Ooh. Ooh. See, I didn't close it in time. Ridiculous. I actually like this trade here. Once I saw this, and it's a bit annoying, but I'm going to act like I saw it because I did see it. Now, we got a closure above. We got this pullback. We have this long candle. I'm not going to mark it as a trade taken, but I'm going to put it as, I would say, a missed trade just because of how it happened. But we made a very long bottom wick and taken a flip here. What's good, Ash? Taking a flip here would have been real nice. Anticipating at least a wick fill. It's more than a 1-to-1. And then pushing up to this target. But at least closing partials here. Not closing partials, but going break even here. If that makes sense. So again, we have another breakout. Resistance. Support. Closure above. Pushing up. Candle flip entry. Very long bottom wick. Respecting the lows. As price pushes up. You know. In and out. Look at that. Damn. Beautiful. And it kept going. And it kept going. So what's that? 88 pips. Now really could have said, I wouldn't have taken a break of this high. The stop loss would have been, how big would the stop loss would have been? Yeah, it would have reduced the it would reduce the risk to rewards. So not really liking that. But this is the 8th. So gold, bullish, trend, bullish. And we've got a closure above. M30, candle flip. What did I say it was? It was 88 pips. Again, just hit TP. Price kept pushing. Anticipated wick fill. All right. 200 pips in 4 minutes, man. Gold is moving wild. Gold is moving wild. All right, let's go to the next day. Hopefully we can finish this week before the new 4-hour candle. Alright, let's clean up this chart a bit now because we've got lines everywhere. We've got a new resistance up here now. Where's the daily open? Boom, right here. So I'm going to still leave this support here because I like this level as, you know, for the lows. I don't mind it. I like it a lot. Alright, so let's adjust. Ooh. So we've got resistance here. Where are we? 6 o'clock. Yep. You have a support here. Another support down here. Alright, so what would I be looking for here? Maybe a breakout. It's a bit tight. 60 pips. It's not bad. Not a super bad range. Let's see how these candles play out. Alright, so that level was broken. Had no top wick here. We came back, created that top wick. Gonna adjust here. Although we do have this. I mean, if gold is gonna continue bullish, we have a clean range above 2672. Let's see. But now we've created this decent resistance. If this resistance breaks, I think we could get a push. If it holds, we don't really have a clean range down, to be honest. Like a week in January. Oh, see, we've come back up to this resistance. Okay, I like this. We got another closure above, another breakout. So look, resistance, support, and this support here is a higher low. So if you remember back to the beginning where I listed all the checklist, this is perfect for a breakout. Now I'm kind of concerned about this little resistance to the left, but it's only 20 pips. I think we can push and break that, to be honest. So let's do closure above, break of the high. Now what's here? Let's go to, let's see how this plays out. But yeah, let's see how this plays out. This is quite, it's not quite far away. We've had big trades, but not much noise to the left like we do here. So let's see. Ooh, look, nearly. Oh, it hasn't nearly hit stop loss, but that was close. Oh. How many pips is this? No, let's see what happens. Another continuation pattern. Didn't quite break that high. Broke the high now. I'm getting a lot of top wicks here. Resistance. Alright, where are we? How many pips is this? 98 pips. Don't want to be greedy. Stop loss to break even. Alright, so say I probably maybe close partials here, because this is quite a lot. I see gold is still tanking in real time. Alright, where are we? So close partials at about 90 pips. Let's see if we keep pushing though. Oh, damn. Oh, that's typical of gold, isn't it? What did I say? About 90 pips. About 60, 77. Okay, cool. Let's do. Wait, did I save that? Copy link. And that was the 9th now. So gold, bullish. Daily is bullish. Yep. Another closure above. M30. break of the high. So now we potentially close partials, 90, and then 0 because the runner hit break even. So it's still 72 pips. Can't complain. Post that. Not clean range to the left. All right, is that one more day left? One more day left. And that was NY session as well. Oh, look at that. Is that a retest? Nah, continuation pattern coming down. Nope. Gold just ranging. It's the beginning of the month, so maybe NFP week. NFP, yeah, NFP week now. Lovely. As per usual, back to entry. Facts. Facts. Damn, let it run. But I'm not really liking this price action though, to be fair. As soon as I know it's NFP week, I'm just like, ugh. I know price likes to range before NFP. So looking at these candles here, I mean, the closure above happened very early, so I wouldn't have been able to catch this, to be honest. We pull down 8 o'clock. No, not really liking this price action here. Can we get a copy of that backtesting sheet? Yes, I will put a link to it in the chat if it allows me to pin it. I'll do that before the end of the stream. Oh, look at NFP. Oof. And then we have more news as well at 3. Oh, NFP was a nice closure above. Totally missed that. NFP was actually a nice closure above. So here, so I'm going to put that as a missed trade. Wait, how big is the stop loss? Maybe entry. What do you think? What do you guys think? Decent NFP, post NFP entry. My only thing is there's news like not long after. Do you know what I mean? But I'll put that as missed trades, so I won't put any I won't say that, I won't call that a win, but it's definitely an opportunity there. Price bullish, daily's bullish, closure above, M30, break at a high, post NFP. Boom. Yo, gold is falling off the map. But still gotta wait for candles to close. Alright, so that's 1 week in January. So 2 trades on Monday and then a trade a day. Alright, so the opportunities are there using those strategies. And then maybe next time we could do some supply and demand on NAS. We should do more backtesting. Yeah, we should. Maybe on weekends though. I think weekends might be better time for it. You know what I mean? Not when the charts are open. All right, new 4-hour candle. Said charts keep me disciplined, holidays do not.